don't you play, I'ma spend it like I'm getting paid. So tonight, I'ma party like a rock star. So tonight, I'ma party like a rock star. Feeling me, I'm feeling like a rock star. So tonight, I'ma party like a rock star.
They've been on my case for so long, I can't place the time it takes to erase all this hate, this pain, this ingrained in my brain. Am I sane? I don't really know anymore.
Whoever sees this and subscribes right now, get free Dubstep. I promise it's still trending. What's going on, YouTube? It's Knox Hill, and we're back with our reaction series. So today, man, we have the battle of the musical composers. It is Friday, we're back with ERB, and it's none other than Mozart versus Skrillex. But before we go any further, I want to give a quick shout out to the song in the intro. Listen, if you guys like that, I have a brand new album, Blacklist, charted on iTunes for the first time, over 150k streams. If you want to support the channel directly, a great way to do it is by streaming and download the music. I will put the links to that below. Also, shout out to the Patreon, exclusive reactions and content on there. More reactions coming today. I'm going to get through the most reactions I've ever done in a month. So yeah, shout out to the Patreon family. Links below to that as well. But anyways, we know what we're here for. Mozart, Skrillex, step up to the plate. Let's see what you got.
Skrillex versus Mozart!
My name is Skrillex, man. Welcome to the Devil's Den. I'm a scary monster up in this Sprite and frilly pan.
Hey, first and foremost, man, I love what they did with the production. You start off with some of the strings, some of the more orchestral sounds. It feels like one of Mozart's symphonies, right? And that feels like the direction that we're going as it builds, as it starts to slowly rise. And then just teasing off to the side of the mix, you have just that quick sort of drum roll, right? Then you have the drop in and the just massive bass distortion, this synth out sounds that categorized dubstep. I mean, you take something like new and distorted and twisted and combine that just with something classic, and the way that they made that synergy work on the beat, that was really dope, man. I love how they were going this way, teased it, and then started to introduce those elements into the mix, and then had the full drop in once Skrillex came in. All right, let's look at these lyrics now.
Skrillex versus Mozart!
My name is Skrillex, man. Welcome to the Devil's Den. I'm a scary monster up in this Sprite and frilly pan.
Scary monsters and, what was it, nice sprites. That was one of his first songs that really blew up. Also, My Name is Skrillex. That was his first album, wasn't it? Devil's Den was another song. So he's basically just flexing right now, showing off his songs. Also trolling Mozart to start with, calling him a little sprightly sprite of a man.
Man, welcome to the Devil's Den. I'm a scary monster up in this.
Another thing, classic element of dubstep, is to take the chopped and screwed voice, like the demonic sound, especially with the epic bass drops, and right there, scurry monster. You hear that in the back of the mix.
My name is Skrillex, man. Welcome to the Devil's Den. I'm a scary monster up in this Sprite and frilly pan. You're a weirdo, Wolfie. You're into powdered wigs and poo. And your cousin blew notes on your little magic flute. Daddy issues make the Jackson 5.
Ooh. Incest bars. Here we go. Let's get demonetized today. So, yeah, Mozart had a thing with his cousin, and she played on his magic little flute. Also, he wrote an opera, wasn't it, called Magic Flute, I believe. So we have your classic ERB dick jokes, you have family jokes, and then you have, well, just total dissing of him. I like the disrespect within those bars. And what was it about he liked poop? Because basically Mozart was a genius, but he was also a giant man baby. Like, he wrote a song once called Eat My Arse, Eat My Ass. And he wrote letters to his cousin. He wrote sexual stuff to her, but he also wrote a lot of like poop and feces jokes. Because again, he was a child. It was like, ha ha ha, penis, funny. Ha, I pooped, giggles. Yeah, that happened. Man baby, but a genius.
And your cousin blew notes on your little magic flute. Daddy issues make the Jackson 5 look like the family circus.
Ooh.
You might have been a genius, but you died broke and worthless. I'm rich.
Clever play on the Baroque period. Actually, Mozart was a part of the classical period, was influenced by the Baroque period. So he plays off of Baroque, but also he died broke and worthless. And yeah, I mean, you know, Mozart, he was a beast, man. He was a pimp. Man was a party animal, okay? He blew a lot of money and lived a wild lifestyle. He's definitely a wild child. So we play off of the Baroque scheme. And then the daddy issues. A lot of people, you know, contemplate that one of the reasons why he acted up and acted out was because he had such a controlling father and he had daddy issues. And if you want to talk about daddy issues, then go and ask Michael Jackson about his daddy and the Jackson 5. But maybe that's for another day. Let's keep it rolling.
Five look like the family circus. You might have been a genius, but you died broke and worthless. I'm rich, acclaimed, and famous. I'm a playlist, I'm the A-list. You're the lamest, kiss my ass. I'm a dance. What's that?
Classic, sort of like stuttering that you have on dubstep vocals, but also Amadeus, Amadeus, Amadeus. Playing off of, what was that? That was Falco, wasn't it? The Amadeus song, but also it was based off of his name, Amadeus. No, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. I can connect my thoughts today. I'm on this.
I'm the A-list, you're the lamest, kiss my ass.
Right, A-list, kiss my anus, Amadeus. I liked just the punchy internal condensed scheme and the flow switch from Lloyd right there. That was smooth.
Daddy issues make the Jackson 5 look like the family.
Coming in right here.
You might have been a genius, but you died broken.
Right here.
I'm rich, acclaimed, and famous. I'm a playlist, I'm the A-list. You're the lamest, kiss my ass. I'm a dance.
Yeah, that's a nice flow switch, man, and the way he punches that in right there. All right, let's see what you got, Mozart.
Was that a verse, or did you just get the hiccups? I'm a prodigy, Sonny, and I'm about to smack a bitch out. My music is 200 years old, and it's still excellent. In 2 more months, the world will forget about your Skrillex. I can't believe the way...
Oh, poop jokes are fun. It's only fitting that Mozart has a poop joke himself, playing off of Skrill excrement that he makes, right? Skrillex. And then the greatest comeback is right there. You know, you could argue people don't really know about Skrillex anymore. Dubstep has come and it has gone, like many fads within music have. Mozart has remained and has created timeless music throughout the years. So a clever way of him flipping it. Also, shout out to the production. You notice once Mozart comes in, right, we switch again, and then you've got some of the strings and some of the more orchestral elements known within Mozart's music. I really love the attention to detail with that, and also what's going on in the back of the mix, like when you had Skrillex, for instance, right? See, it's all just kind of explosions and just cool, crazy shit happening. Then here, it's a bit more refined, artsy, elegant. Everything lines up well, man. Very good. And then did you just get the hiccups because Amadeus playing off of that and just playing off of dubstep music in general just sounds like the bass just threw up on itself. But it is still fun. Okay.
The hiccups, I'm a prodigy, Sonny, and I'm about to smack a bitch out. My music is 200...
Oh, and there's an obvious double on Sonny because Skrillex's name was Sonny. Yeah, that's a very manly man name right there. And then also, like, he's sunning you. Sonny, let me talk down to you.
It's old and it's still excellent. In 2 more months, the world will forget about your Skrillex. I can't believe the way you dress when you step out of the house. You're like an emo Steve Urkel. You reek of dead mouse. I am the world's...
That might be my favorite bar so far. Because, yeah, some of the critique on Skrillex will be that he copped a lot of his style from dead mouse. And actually, dead mouse, another famous DJ and music producer, Canadian A, signed him to his label for a time. So people are like, you know, Skrillex would be nothing without dead mouse, but also like you reek of dead mouse, like you smell bad. Take a bath, okay? And then dubstep, playing off of the genre dubstep music, but dubstepping out of the house, one of the more low-hanging obvious fruit ones. But hey, we enjoy those around here. It's very punny, okay?
You step out of the house. You're like an emo Steve Urkel. You reek of dead mouse.
I never thought of Skrillex as an emo Steve Urkel, and yet family does matter in this case. It makes sense.
The world's greatest composer. No one knows what you are except a lonely little troll who knows how to press a space bar.
I attack, you decay.
I know how to press a space bar too.
It's a
Take that. Take that, people. We pause a lot on this channel. Sorry, I'm not sorry. I mean, you could argue. I mean, go look at Mozart playing live. He takes talent to do what he does. A lot of DJs, when they play live, they got everything queued up already. Just hit play, let it roll, and that's it. Do a drop, do a drop. I mean, yeah, there are some very talented DJs that can record scratch and do some really cool shit live. Skrillex was not one of those when he played live. His talent and his genius for making music happened on his keyboard behind the scenes. But also you have that greater critique of, is it really a talent what you're doing? In today's world, yes, I think it's really dope that you could take a computer and create a guitar sound, create a piano sound, and all kinds of different stuff. There's a different type of talent for doing that. But there's also an extremely dedicated talent to becoming one of the best musical producers and composers. There's also a talent to learning how to speak and enunciate your words properly, which apparently I can't do today, and I'm a rapper.
The lonely little troll who knows how to press a space bar.
I attack, you decay. Can't sustain my releases.
I attack, you decay. Can't sustain my releases. We've got engineering composer bars right here, like the attack and decay of synth sounds, the sustainability of them, the release of them. Maybe he could have thrown in threshold and compression and my brain would just go off right now.
Who knows how to press a space bar?
I attack, you decay. Can't sustain my releases. Sidechain, wolf game. Bangarang you to pieces.
Oh, and one of his most famous songs, Bangarang. Okay, that's enough of that. Let's stop that today, people. And sidechain, that's a form of compression when you've got like a bunch of different sounds, which dubstep has, like a lot of different instruments stacked on each other on the mix. And sometimes one might peak or they drown each other out. And make sure that you can kind of compress them in the right way so that you hear all of them more clearly and that they all kind of blend and do what they need to do on the track.
You decay. Can't sustain my releases. Sidechain, wolf game. Bangarang you to pieces. I'm a self-made man. You're a slave to your papa. I'm a rock star. Mix it with the bass and
Drop ya.
global. Maestro.
Haha. Dubstep is always known for the classic drop, and I love, again, the screwed down sound, drop ya, as we come back in. He's a self-made man, and again, he's trolling him for his daddy issues. We heard that one in the first verse. Get some new material, Skrillex.
Papa, I'm a rock star. Mix it with the bass and
Drop ya.
global. My strobes glow like Chernobyl.
God.
Explode and get mobile. No one even knows you. I make the whole
Glow like Chernobyl. We all know the Chernobyl nuclear disaster out in Russia, right? Glowing. Uranium, radiation, glowing. Skrillex likes his glow sticks. He also likes some other things as well. But we'll keep it to glow sticks today, people. This is a family-friendly channel. Pokemon bars, gotta catch them all.
strobes glow like Chernobyl. Kids explode and get mobile. No one even knows you. I make the whole world move.
Weird diss. Nobody even knows Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. I don't know. I don't think so. Sorry,
Like
buddy.
Chernobyl. Kids explode and get mobile. No one even knows you. I make the whole world move. You play community theater. I gained your same fame from home on a blown out speaker.
Oh yes, I've heard that.
I gained your same fame from home on a blown out speaker. His first song, the Monsters and Sprites one, they said he made that at home on a blown out speaker. Also, he blows out speakers via dubstep. Now he's playing shows globally. His critique of Mozart is that, yeah, you played shows. You did. You played live, but they were all pretty close to your home, and you're just like homegrown little theaters, like theater plays. That's where you get your respect and your fame right now, whereas I am viral on the internet. Not so much anymore, though. Again, Skrillex, rest in peace to you. Don't know what he's doing anymore. Hopefully he's still making music, but yeah, his time has come and passed. It's okay, though. That happens. That's life.
Play community theater. I gained your same fame from home on a blown out speaker.
Oh yes, I've heard that EP and see I transcribed it here. Tell me what comes after the 68th measure of diarrhea? And what kind of drugs does it take to enjoy this? I've no idea. I've seen more complexity in a couch from IKEA. You go behind.
Oh, there's a lot within that. First, again, very fitting that we have the diarrhea bars because he's calling his music shit. And again, Mozart likes his diarrhea and his shit jokes. IKEA furniture is supposed to be built for its functionality and simplicity for putting together. Although, there are many times and situations where you order IKEA, people, and you get that instruction booklet, and it is not that easy to follow. Okay, there are things that are missing from the fucking IKEA. We're going to talk about that another day. We'll sidechain that for another time.
Transcribed it here. Tell me what comes after the 68th measure of diarrhea? And what kind of drugs does it take to enjoy this? I've no.
Yeah, takes certain types of drugs to really enjoy all the just crazy switches and glitchy effects of dubstep. Maybe we can talk about that another day as well, people. It's okay. Drugs are bad. Don't do them.
Yeah, I've seen more complexity in a couch from IKEA. You go piano to forteissimo. That means soft to very, very loud. Cause I'm guessing that you didn't know. Why don't you?
Oh, this is clever. So Mozart now trolling him saying, listen, do you really know musical theory and talent? Because I'm going to explain to you, when you put that P on it and you signify piano, that's how you're supposed to play. You're supposed to play it soft. And then when you mark it with the fortissimo, you're supposed to play it a lot louder. And there's different ways to show that within compositions that Mozart had on all the music that he composed. And I love how he's just like, do I have to dumb this down for you? So just a great way to flex your own skills and talents, but also insult who you're going against at the same time.
Forteissimo. That means soft to very, very loud. Cause I'm guessing that you didn't know. Why don't you put down your cue bass and pick up a real ball? I rocked harder.
Put down your cue bass and pick up a real bow to play this bass that he's holding up, an upright bass, but also Cubase is a music production software. So putting down Cubase, playing off of that software, but also playing off of the word bass and the instrument bass, and also you could say the bass frequency within musical production. A lot of layers to that one. I like that. And I really like how angry Peter gets on some of these, especially when he's like, fortissimo! He just screams out some of these bars. The personality injected into this. It makes it fun. It makes it feel more like a dialogue than just like a standard battle. Very cool.
Like here, you go piano to fortissimo. That means soft to very, very loud. Cause I'm guessing that you didn't know. Why don't you put down your cue bass and pick up a real ball? I rocked harder than you when I was 5 years old.
Hold war! Holster!
Wow, that is, look at this look
When
right
I
here.
was 5 years old.
I mean, that's like gazing deep into the depths of my soul and just burning me from the inside out. I rocked harder than you when I was 5 years old. That's true. Mozart was a childhood prodigy at 5. He was already rocking the fuck out.
Hold war! Holster!
Still very cool that they combined both elements. Like even there in Mozart's parts, you had Skrillex's dubstep within the production. Nice jumps between the back and forth on that, man. That was probably one of my favorite parts of this battle.
Hold us on! Alpha! Across the world!
Now, I'm just kidding all of you that are already just so upset in the comment section. I enjoyed Skrillex when he had his time. I loved him as well. I even wrote a rap song over dubstep one time, so don't go there. This is comedy. This is meant to entertain, okay? But obviously we know who's going to win this one. It's none other than Mozart. I just felt like he had a better flip on things. A lot of Skrillex's stuff just didn't feel like they cut that deep. The family stuff, probably the best disses, but then he recycled that. And you know we don't like recycled bars on here. We like new material as you carry on. But I like the way that Mozart trolled him, showed off his music knowledge while trolling Skrillex. And then obviously the biggest argument and the biggest winner of the battle is the timelessness of Mozart's music versus the trendiness of Skrillex's music. And that's where I'm going to plant my flag on this one today. ERB, you were Knox Hill certified. So hope you guys liked today's video. Smash that like button. Have a great weekend. Enjoy yourself. Subscribe, notifications on. I'll catch you guys again. I'm out.